Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. So it's been a while since I've done a Q&A video, so I'm going to do one here for you now. I haven't really had a whole pile of questions. I guess people have been busy or whatever and stuff. Or maybe everybody's asked their questions and there's no more to answer. I don't know. But if you want to send me a question, send it to billqa@yahoo.com. So billqa@yahoo.com. The thing, it's in the description too, so check that out. Okay, so this is from July 9th. It's been a while. Do apologize. This is from loading her up. Brandon P. He says, if I buy a whole pack of lottery tickets, would you scratch them off on camera? I mean, like $152 tickets. Love the videos. Keep up the great work, Brandon P. I would scratch anything you send me. Don't matter, I'll scratch it. 150 tickets is kind of a lot though. That's gonna be a lot of money. So don't send that many. Just send like 2 tickets or something and I'll scratch them. So, but I do Sunday scratch video there if you didn't know, and scratch cards like lottery cards, scratch and win type ones. So I scratch them off. But yeah, I would do that. All right. Takes a minute to load these things up here today. I don't know why. You know what it is because they keep popping up the stupid little ads on my email thing here, and then it messes all up where everything's laying, so it's hard to get like the next one. Okay, so the next one here is from Dylan C. It says, hi Bill, my name is Dylan. I'm from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Ooh, that's a long way from me, but it's still Canada, eh? Been a subscriber now for a few years, but now watch pretty much all of your videos. Sure enjoy when you're working on stuff and making stuff. Keep up the good videos. Here's a question: do you ever catch yourself when you're in your workshop alone with no cameras or rolling at all, and you're working on something, you catch yourself talking, explaining stuff like the camera is rolling? Thanks again, Siffy. Actually, no. It is hard for me to talk to the camera to explain what I'm doing. So Skeeter's coming, so when I'm in the shop it feels lonely, I'll say that. If I'm working on something, I'm like, I should have videoed this, too late. You know, kind of thing like that. No, I don't generally extra talk to myself. I do in my head, I guess. I'll think about things in my head, but it doesn't actually come out as if I'm talking to a camera. So it still feels weird talking to a camera, and I don't know if I'm really used to it yet. I have a problem with not looking eye to eye with you guys real close like that. You know, I'll be looking around. My nephew does it too, I noticed. So it's hard to focus on a camera, and you know, I try to pick a spot on my camera. You know, like at Sony G, I try to look at that or something, but when you're just looking at a little wee circle thing, it's kind of hard to, you know, make an eye contact with it. But talking, no, I don't generally do that. So, oh, now all the font changed on my emails. Oh man. Well, let's see if it loads up the next one. So the next one is from Finn, F-I-N-N. It says, hi Bill, hope you're doing good. Oh, this is the guy with the 9N that had the water pump leaking problem. My water pump is leaking on my Ford 9N. I need to get it fixed before winter. Do you know if I can change the seal, or do I need to get a water pump? Thanks. Honestly, you're probably better if you haven't already, because I'm sorry, this is from July 9th as well, from kind of the last time we did a question and answer video. It will cost you more, but get a whole pump. Don't mess around with taking impellers and all that crap and shafts out, and the shaft may be damaged anyways. You know, maybe that's why it's leaking. It might not be the seal that's leaking. It could be the shaft wore a bit. Maybe some grime got in the water and got in the, you know, and ground it all around and wore your shaft out. Kind of like exactly what happened to my PTO shaft on my 9 or 2N. Sorry, my 2N. I don't know why I keep calling it 9N. My 2N. It's actually wore the shaft, and I don't think the seal itself was really the problem on mine, but it was leaking. But if you remember that video, if you saw it, the shaft was all like this on mine. So it's, I don't know how long the seal's gonna last in there, but I'm gonna probably end up taking all that out again and just putting a plate on it, because I'm not gonna use the PTO, I don't think, on that anyways, because it's the old style PTO. That's only about this long with a little pin that you have to drop the pin through or hammer a pin into it. So I would suggest just getting a whole new pump. It should come too as well with the gasket and all that attachment stuff. If it doesn't, you might have to order that too, or just silicone it or something. So hopefully that answers your question. But I would get the whole thing. Vince from San Diego, I believe it was. Bill, you should build a Princess Auto in Rust. We kind of sort of did that on the one server there where we built the auto parts store kind of sort of thing. Also, you should build a house like that, your tea house, but made out of armored plates in Rust. I don't really understand what you mean there. Like your tea house. Also, so we'll keep going here. Also, the Blue Jays are playing National Rays. This is be old now because this is from July 15th. National Rays, Phillies, Red Sox, Orioles, Yankees, Mets, Braves, and Marlins. He's quite a baseball guy. The home games located is to be announced, to be determined. So yeah. But yeah, we sort of built that auto parts store kind of thing when they come out with the car stuff. I don't think the car stuff was as big of a hit as I thought it was going to be in Rust because it hasn't been that great. So next one is from Mark Bellatone. I think he sent me a few questions too, and this was from July 21st. Hi Bill, you should call the 1944 2N Boris Jr. Did you put out the Mosquito magnet? Boris Jr. I don't know, I was thinking about calling him Rusty. He's pretty rusty and kind of grimy looking, and either rusty or grimy. I think rusty would be alright. Did you put it Mosquito magnet? No, actually this year I didn't, because I don't know, maybe I didn't do a video on it, but a few years ago, sort of back where it's a little bit mushier there, I built a bit of a jump out of some dirt for Dylan and kind of scraped through it around, you know, and then, well, it ended up making like a small little puddle of a pondy kind of thing back there. That's where all the mosquitoes were coming from, because I filled that in the spring and it's not really been nearly as bad. Like I'm out here and I've swatted out one. If I was out here last year, I would have been swatting at probably hundreds of them by now. So you got to get rid of the standing water, and it's been so dry that any of the other little puddles that might go back there, because it is so much lower than where we are here by the front, right? It's been so dry. We've had rain, but it's just been so dry this year too that we haven't had any accumulation of any puddles, so they're not reproducing, which is kind of nice. So hopefully that answers your question. Thanks, Mark. Austin, July 21st. It's Austin Zeman. Hey Bill, what's your favorite thing to do on your free time? And you want to play fishing game? I don't know what you mean by fishing game. I've got well, that one I don't think you can play. The Barents Sea one I don't think you can play. There's a new fishing game coming out like the Barents Sea one, but it's oh, where was it now? Yeah, I think it's more like the crab stuff. Oh, but it's coming out real soon. It actually might be out now, I'm not sure. It's coming out real soon though. What do I do? What's your favorite thing to do in my free time? Chill out. I watch some YouTube videos, watch some Netflix stuff. I do a lot of stuff that I don't kind of do on camera, just general maintenance stuff and, you know, things like that. I can't film everything. I wish I could, but I can't just do everything, you know. I'd be putting up a video probably about 3 times a day if I was doing that, and I just can't do that. So I'm trying to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday video of me doing stuff, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, no, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, and so Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah, I do like kind of gameplay stuff sort of thing, and then of course Farm Sim Saturday on Saturday, and then whatever happens for the Sunday, it's been the scratch card stuff, and then we haven't done that for a bit now, so I don't know, I can't win my scratch cards here for some reason. You guys send them to me, I win every one of them, so it doesn't make any sense to me, but free time, that's kind of what I do. Spend some time with the family if I can, if they're wanting to. They're getting to the age now where they do want to do their own thing, and they don't really want parents around kind of thing, right, with them, right? So it's been a while since we've been out doing stuff kind of with both kids anyways at once, but I mean, they're to that age, like they're doing their own things, right? So kind of sucks, but you know, it's good for them to get out of the nest, we'll say too, right? So, okay, let's go to the next one. So thanks, Austin, for sending that. Oh, they just fire ads on email as much as they can. This is from Hayco. I think I said your name right. I think you've sent me one before. Bill, this is Hayco from Florida. How is your green John Deere tractor? I love that tractor, and I hope the family is staying safe. Now, as in green tractor, which one are you referring to? Because I've got technically two green tractors. I've got the old John Deere AR, and I've got the what I use kind of every day, the mowing tractor and pulling trailer tractor. So both of them are good. No problems. I actually had the AR out the other day. I haven't had it going for a while. It's been so well, actually I had Boris out too, but it's been such a long time since I had the AR out that it actually took a bit to get it going. The carburetor, I don't know, maybe the last time I had it out, the time before, I must have like ran it, because I usually run it and let it drain right out. Well, I've redone a bunch of stuff on the AR. I redid the clutch, as you guys kind of know. You've seen the video of that. I redid, what else did I do on that? I redid the fuel tanks, the little wee 1 gallon tank and then the big one, cleaned them all out and then sealed them. And then I redid the, so when you turn to the big tank, there's a fuel separator bowl. I replaced that, and I replaced the fuel shutoff, so to the fuel selector switch, which actually was really expensive. Steiner tractor. They had it was about 90 bucks for this little switch US. So it's like when you get it to Canada, it's like, holy cow. It ends up being a lot of money. So because it was kind of weird, the old one, it was really loose and floppy, and it's such a simple thing really, but I'm like, well, you know what, they still have it available, I'm gonna change it. So I changed it and it seems to work pretty good. But I fired it up. It's still running, I think, to me, really hot, but I'm gonna try to add a bit more coolant to it. I really want to change the coolant in it, but when I sampled it to test the antifreeze in it, the freezing point of it, it was actually pretty good, and it was still pretty clean. So I'm like, I don't really want to mess with it yet, you know. But I think it needs a bit more into it, and then it might. I don't think it's quite circulating enough or something. Something's not right. That cooling system in that old AR works like a lava lamp, so it gets hot down here and that rises up and pushes. So I don't think it's actually getting up enough and then spilling out and then pushing down the rest. I think that's what the problem is. So I need to add some to it. Had Boris out too the other day. He fired just right like that. I got a plan coming up soon, since we haven't been able to go any tractor shows this year because of COVID. We're gonna go to a tractor show of, you'll see. I just got to get it all organized, and we'll have a little tractor show, which would be kind of cool. So anyways, I hope that answers your question. So the next one is from, oh, make sure that is the next one. Mark Bellatone sent me another one here. July 25th. When are you going to put the light up on the pole? How is the dump trailer and the brake system? There's a light right beside our house here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I put one of those big solar lights on there. The one that Ricky sent me though, from Florida there, I gotta get the proper electric stuff going for it, and our electric stuff up here, unfortunately, like cable, I went to actually look at some tonight, it is really expensive. So, and then that big light he sent me is just such a huge light. I don't know how I'm going to mount it on that pole yet. I probably should have had a bit beefier pole up there, but I mean, I only got what I got here, right? For these cedar poles. I want to use a cedar because it doesn't rot in the ground. Like there's a mailbox post that's been in here, and it's a cedar that's probably, you know, a big one, and it's been there for like 15 years, I guess now, and it's still like, if you hit that with your car, you probably put a dent in your fender before you hurt the pole. So I really want to get that light up though, because it would be really sweet to light up that whole thing. But I'm kind of thinking of maybe using one of these solar ones kind of there, and then it won't broadcast a whole lot of light, but I also don't have a whole pile of power down there that's going to the building from our house here, right? So I got to kind of watch that too. So either that or I run a separate line from the house and then do it that way. But like I say, I got to get some cable for it, and I gotta do it right up the pole in like that gray stuff, whatever they call it. I'll think about it eventually, but oh, not PEX pipe. PEX pipe doesn't last in the UV. If you didn't know that, don't put PEX pipe outside. It'll rot real quick. I think it's fragile. Oh, that gray pipe stuff. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. So, how's the dump trailer and the brake system? Really good, actually. I got the little brake controller thing on the little tractor, little green tractor there. So if I need, and it generally doesn't. I don't need brakes on that, unless maybe it was slippery, snowy or something. I could, because if you let your pedals off on the tractor, it actually has enough reverse hydraulic pressure to slow the tractor down, and you let your foot off, that it actually slows the trailer with the dirt too. It's kind of impressive. But I have used it quite a bit if it's slippery, because once you do that, it's the tractor slowing down, but then it starts to push you sideways, so you just hit the brake controller and then it kind of stops all good for you. So generally this time of year when it's nice out, I don't really use the brake system too much. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, sir. The next one is from Corey H. Hey Bill, this isn't a Q&A question. Oh, I was wondering how you installed your heater in your shed. There's video on it, I believe, when we did it. If you look back there, how long will it run off a propane tank? And did you convert it from natural gas to propane? So it was already propane, and I've got like a 100-pound tank in there for it now. If you kept it running, it all depends on your insulation in your building and how cold it is outside too, right? If you try to keep it at 20 degrees though, with really no insulation in that building, kind of like last year, with like a 40-pound tank, I think it would probably run about 3 days, maybe. Like I say, it just depends how cold it is outside. If you get wind too, that makes a huge difference. But now that we got our spray foam insulated, boy, I would say probably a 20-pound tank will go about 3 days maybe now. So the 100-pound, I should almost probably get the whole season out of it, because I'm not in there every day either, right? So I was referring to like how long it would last for every day. If I'm only in there like a couple of times a week, it'll probably last me all season. So that's nice. 100-pounders are nice, but it's a real pain in the rear end to move. Yeah, and it was propane to start with, but it's convertible to gas, and I could run it from the house, but I'm not going to do all that to run the heater, because it'd be me end up forgetting to turn it off or something, and it keeps burning and burning and burning and eats up a bunch of gas. So, but there you go. Thank you, sir. Oh, this is another one from Finn. It says, hi Bill, it's Finn. Finn, is that name short for something, or is it your name just actually Finn? F-I-N-N. Is it short for something else? Let me know. I don't know if you remember, I wrote you, yeah, he did remind, I do remember this now. He sent me a message on his tractor from before. Wrote you on one of your Q&As that the hydraulics on my Ford 9N didn't work. This isn't a question, but I thought I'd let you know what I got. I got it fixed, and that it was the hydraulic pump valve. Ooh, that sounds like it's buried, huh? And it was $22. The picture shows what it looks like. It was weird because the spring part of the valve was just missing and letting all the pressure out and not giving the arms power to lift. Oh, that makes sense then. There you go. So I don't know if you can see it, but that's the little valve thing there. I guess something happened to that thing, and well, there's a little spring there. Is that the spring you meant right there, like right on the top of the T? If it is, yeah, that would make sense. It's not going to hold pressure back. It's not going to work correctly. Well, that's good you fixed her. 22 bucks. It sounds like it's probably a bit of a disassemble though, was it? Oh, and Finn sent that on August 8th. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you got her fixed. So this one is from William, and it was from August 13th. It's not too long ago. It says, hi Bill, this is Bill. Share the same name. Just wondering if you watch any other YouTubers' content. Yes, I do. I used to watch, I'll go through the ones I used to watch. There's only a couple of them. I used to watch Scotty Kilmer quite a bit, and then his videos got kind of clickbaity. Like everyone was clickbaity, and I lost sort of interest in his videos when he started putting more, like he's talking and he's saying something and then he puts a picture up here. Starting to talk and he puts a picture up here. And then if he laughs, he puts like the picture of the horse laughing. I'm like, that's where I kind of lost interest. And I stopped kind of watching them. Every once in a while I'll click them on and watch them. I haven't completely stopped watching them, but it definitely got clickbaity. Like he'll put a picture of himself on there and says, "This is why I left YouTube," and it's like you click it and it's like it says nothing about that. So it's like, and he's still on YouTube, you know? So it's like really kind of silly. But I do watch Terrell Fixes All. If you guys know Terrell, he's got the big teeth. He's kind of goofy and funny, but the skits I kind of get myself through. I don't really like the skits so much that he puts on at the front. I'd rather just get into the repair video myself, but he does good repair videos, and he's a really super smart guy on repairing the small engines and stuff. Anybody else that I watch? I was watching, oh man, what the heck was his name now? Isn't that awful? I can't think of it. Patty Mayo and his videos that he was doing with the, they were all fake, like they're actors, but I mean they were good, but doing his bounty hunt. Then he went into police stuff, and it got kind of unreal sort of thing, so I kind of quit watching that, and then it got really weird with his videos, and I totally haven't watched for a while. Are you coming to be in the video? Come on, come on, come on, come on, chicken, come on, come and say hello. Come on, Poop Poop. And we call her Poop Poop or Peep Peep. Come on. And let me put the thing up here. She wants to come say hello for a minute. Come here. Here, see. Come here and say hello. Or you could flap away. Come here. They want to see you. Come here, you chicken. You don't want to be on camera. You helped me install lights a while ago when you were a little baby, and that was so cute, and then you won't be on video now. But anyways, let's get back to this. I wanted to, so he says, I wanted to suggest the Vice Grip Garage. Never heard of them. He's very entertaining. The episode entitled, I Bought an Old Ford Tractor, is right up your alley. I'll have to check that out. Uh-oh. What is that? Ambulance. Whoop, 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 whoop. Content kind of reminds me of Old Red Green Show. Anyways, hello from Las Vegas. Ooh, long way from me. That was from William there, so hopefully I answered all your questions. And that was from August 13th. Oh, that was the last one too. Oh man. So that's it for questions and answers. If you got a question for me, let me just double check. Let me double check. No, that's it, I guess. No more. If you got a question for me, you can send it to billqa@yahoo.com. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.